Hi, everybody. Um, some people said it's time for me to be serious. One girl said I'm not funny anymore, and everybody else said I never was funny. So that seems to be the general consensus. No, seriously, some of you defended me, which I appreciate, but just because people don't get my sense of humor or my satire, it doesn't necessarily mean that they're less intelligent, although it's highly likely. No, just kidding. Seriously, guys. No, it just means that you may not be as cynical and jaded as we are to be that cynical, sarcastic, to be satirical and see satire. Some people might just look at people and try to see sincerity in people. But anyway, those of you that defended me, don't get me wrong, I really do appreciate it. Because I gotta tell you, underneath this sarcastic, satirical shell beats the heart of. It just means so much to me that you defended me. And underneath all this sarcasm and everything, really truly beats the heart of a real big time asshole. I'm even more of a prick, even once you get past the sarcasm. Um, anyway, I do want to talk seriously about Kratom for a few moments. My last video was a satirical video, basically indicating how absurd it is that people are even considering making kratom illegal before they make alcohol legal. Some DEA agents will say, well, just because alcohol is legal doesn't mean we'll have another bad one out there. But, if you set a precedent, then you should stick to that. And again, I've made sarcastic things of what patriotism really is, but patriotism is what everybody's been doing here, getting out there, calling their senators, calling their congressmen, signing that petition, getting involved with the democratic process. And lack of patriotism was even putting this law out there to begin with. We are the land of the free, and we should remain free. And that would be very difficult if you continue to use kratom after that notice came out, and after it did become illegal, and you were locked up in a cell that does not recognize freedom. And I think America has more people in jail than any other country. So that doesn't bode well on our freedom. So trying to create another law to lock up more people definitely does not bode well on our freedom. So that's another aspect of it. So we got alcohol is far more dangerous, and that. I read one guy saying, well, some of us have such addictive personalities, you should need a prescription for kratom. Kratom is addictive. I doubt it's as addictive as alcohol. You can get high off of kratom, but it's not the same kind of high as alcohol. You lose control of your body. You're basically your muscle motor coordination in general, and your judgment isn't really severely compromised with kratom. Though I suppose it can be, but not like alcohol or even marijuana. And I think marijuana should have been made legal a long time ago, but marijuana even has its issues, more issues than kratom. Except for marijuana probably isn't as addictive as kratom or alcohol. But it's not a perfect herb. Some people think it's the miracle harmless herb. Well, you find me any substance on this earth that's harmless, and I'd be happy to have you come over while we discuss me selling you some real estate on the moon. Because I don't think that there is such thing as a harmless anything out there. Anything can potentially harm you. But still, overall, it's a good plant. As for the prescription, this guy's obviously never been to a doctor when you actually are in severe pain. These are both instances of earaches, first doctor I went to, who remained nameless, Dr. Donaldson of Fort Myers, ear, nose, and throat. I once told him he was the worst doctor I ever had when I passed him in the hallway of a hospital. He told me, after someone told me that they heard me scream in the middle of the night from the pain in my ear, that there's no pain. I don't have ear pain. He said I had an infection, but I don't have ear pain. And then he proceeded to put in these drops, which turned out to be was allergic to neomycin. And he said those don't hurt either. But did he want to give me pain medication when something hurt like that? No. Then another time I went to the emergency room, same thing, ear infection. And I also didn't even know, but I also had a sinus infection with that ear infection. He presses in on my sinuses. I almost jumped to the roof. He goes, "Oh yeah, lots of pain." And then I asked him about getting pain medication, and he said that would be inappropriate. He said lots of pain, but that would be inappropriate. Both times I suffered very little sleep throughout the night and stuff. And that was before, people got even more anal about prescribing pain medication. So, this definitely shouldn't be available by prescription, because maybe kratom's unhealthy for you, or maybe it isn't. But one thing for sure, doctors are unhealthy for you. Especially once you get to bill. There's nothing less healthy than a doctor. So, and basically, if you're making it by prescription, then you're going to be following all the laws of Big Pharma. And that doesn't appeal to me either. Which means it's going to start off enormously expensive if it's by prescription, where the people that really need it wouldn't be able to afford it. It's kind of like if you go to a charity program that treats the poor people. They never prescribe pain medication. People that need it the most. Could be in the most pain. They don't prescribe pain medication. A lot of these, not-for-profit doctors' offices here and there. It's great that they do that, but it's just something they don't do. So having something that's less addictive and less dangerous, because it doesn't affect the way you breathe, is a good thing to have out there. So no, I'm hoping it's not available by prescription. I would definitely have reservations about that. I did say it's not the ideal thing, but if you had to go through a pharmacy to get it, like you might nasal decongestant, I can't remember the name of it, but yeah, I can understand that. Anyway, again, today was a very big day for Kratom, and I'm happy about that. But one thing that should be noted is that this is just the beginning and everything. So, what I'm going to ask is a couple things. Number one, if somebody disagrees with you, like I just said, kratom is addictive, you don't believe kratom to be addictive, and you're assuming because you didn't get addicted, somebody else didn't. Well, bear in mind, they're still in the same fight. So, it really is time to come together on this. Call your senators, call your state reps, get your friends to sign that petition. I can't believe we're not up to 200,000 yet. I mean, we got 100,000 in a couple weeks. Why aren't we up to 200,000 now? Talk to people, get them to sign that petition. That petition isn't done yet. It's still out there to be signed. So, you really need to bring this all together. It's a good first step that we got this public comment period. But now it's time for the next step. And that's all of us really even working harder and grinding, putting our shoulders to the grind some more. Go to the American Kratom Association website, Botanical Education website, and see what you can do. If nothing else, make a video and talk about it. The more videos there are, the more word there is about Kratom, the better it is. Actually, even if you're anti-Kratom, make a video, because it still gets Kratom on the, people talking about it. But I can't imagine there's that many anti-Kratom people out there. But anyway, that's me being serious. Don't count on happening very much more, because I'm just not that serious of a kind of guy. So join us next time when Sister Mary Elephant has an interview with Donald Trump.